Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Want a sure sign that the reinsurance market is turning and that premiums are expected to go up? Hiscox, syndicate number 33, one of the legendary blue chip traders in Lloyd's, has petitioned Lloyd's to increase its 2018 capacity by about $600 million. Up to about 1.62 billion pounds to take advantage of an expected, quote, widespread market turn following recent major catastrophe events. According to Hiscox, the increase in capacity is driven by an anticipated improvement in market conditions and a desire to have sufficient capacity available to participate in a widespread market turn. Of course, this follows widespread cat activity in which more than $100 billion of industry capital is estimated to have been wiped out as a result of the hurricanes and the Mexican earthquake. Hiscox expects at the end of this, if Lloyd's approves it, and there's no reason why they shouldn't, is that 43% of their gross written premiums will come from North America, with 44% falling into the worldwide category. As an example of some of those losses, the Norwegian mutual marine insurer, the Norwegian Hull Club, has warned reinsurers of a large loss from Hurricane Irma. Apparently, Norwegian Hull insured Sunsail, which is a holiday company owned by Travelopia, which is a company owned by KKR, Kohlberg, Kravis, and Roberts. Sunsail made a claim in the wake of Hurricane Irma. Reinsurers have been given a provisional loss notice of about $105 million worth of damage. Norwegian Hull Club is understood to have a retention in the low single-digit millions. Two of Sunsail's yacht fleets were wrecked by the Category 5 Storm Irma as it tore through the French territory of St. Martin's in the British Virgin Islands last month. There are fears in the marine market that the final toll could be even higher than the provisional loss estimate. One source indicated that the hurricane-exposed yacht fleet is now, quote, matchwood. In Northern California, some 17 people at least are known dead as a result of a series of deadly wildfires that are racing through the wine country north of San Francisco. The fires are still uncontained. More than 2,000 buildings have been destroyed. The region's renowned wine-growing industry has been brought to a halt. Some 180 people are still missing. It's thought that they're just simply missing and cannot be communicated with. The fire has seen entire neighborhoods destroyed. For example, the town of Santa Rosa, 55 miles from San Francisco, has seen significant destruction along with a Hilton hotel there. It's also been reported that two wineries, the Signorello Estate Winery and the Paradise Edge Winery, were destroyed, and that portions of another, the Stag's Leap Winery, was also burned. A total of 172,000 homes with a reconstruction value of more than $65 billion are at risk as a result of the Napa and Santa Rosa fires. In South Africa, moored ships, very large freighters and tankers, were blown away as a, quote, supercell thunderstorm swept through South Africa's southern region down near Port Durban, killing at least 8 people. Motorists were stranded for hours on highways as gale force winds and heavy rains hit the coastal region. The storm forced the closure of the Port of Durban, one of the busiest in Africa, on Tuesday. 3 vessels were grounded while others broke mooring lines and drifted into the channel. There's another hurricane floating around. This one's heading in the other direction. Tropical Storm Ophelia is forecast to strengthen into a hurricane by tomorrow. The storm is moving now in the general direction of Spain and Portugal. It's about 785 miles southwest of the Azores Islands. It's got winds currently at about 50 miles per hour. As I said, it's expected to strengthen. There's no hurricane warning or anything like that out yet, but people in Europe are keeping their eyes on it. The North American Trade Agreement, NAFTA, has been a subject of discussion since President Trump was sworn in earlier this year. Discussions between Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. have not been going well, to say the least. The Mexican foreign minister has warned that Mexico will break relations with the United States if the United States tries to force a, quote, bad deal upon the Mexican government. President Trump has pointed to a trade deficit with Mexico as being unfair to the U.S. The head of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce disagrees. He warns that scrapping the deal would endanger about $1 trillion a year in annual trade. The foreign minister of Mexico, Luis Videgaray, said that Mexico is preparing for different scenarios, but he said that Mexico will not remain with the agreement if it was not good for his country, and that ending the agreement would hurt relations between the United States and Mexico, as well as cooperations on such things such as fighting drug trafficking and stopping illegal immigration across the U.S.'s southern border. Meanwhile, in the United States, reports are surfacing from that meeting last summer at the Pentagon, in which Secretary of State Tillerson apparently referred to the president as a moron after the president left the meeting. Apparently earlier in that meeting, President Trump saw a slide showing the diminution of U.S. nuclear forces as a result of treaties with the Russians, and immediately said that he wanted to increase the size of the American nuclear arsenal tenfold. People at the meeting were stunned and pointed out to him that that could not be done without breaking treaty commitments. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.